Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with a video on, well, it's just a craft with me. I'm going to be doing obviously some wax seals, but I'm going to be putting them on paper clips. So I'm not going to be putting them directly on the paper clip because I want to be able to put some lace underneath. We'll see. I might try that. So yeah, I probably will try that. I cut some little squares of parchment that I can put where I need to on the paper clip so that it doesn't all stick together. So if my wax seal was going to go up here, I would probably want to put a piece of parchment like that so that I don't get everything doesn't stick all the way to the other side. That was my thinking anyway. I've never done this before, so we'll see. But I am working on starting my Paris Rose journal, and so I got an Eiffel Tower stamp, which is what really prompted me to go ahead and give this a try, because I want to make some seals for that journal. And then I've got various other ones. I've got this, I got some oval ones, got one of them for Christmas. So the only thing about the ovals is I can't use this thing, but we'll do the circle ones first and then we'll go to the ovals. So I'm going to go ahead and get my candles lit. I'm going to kind of move some things here so that I have room to work a little bit. I feel a little bit crowded here. So let me get these going and I'll be right back. So as you can see, I've got 3 warmers going on because I feel like that's going to help me to be able to do more quicker. So I've got 3 spoons. I made sure that they all will sit on there without any problem because I've had issues with that in the past. So what I have here is some textiles. So I've got some of this cool, this is like a ribbon kind of yarn thing. And then I've got this might be a little bit too thick, we'll see. And this is just, these are all bits just from my scraps. This won't go in the Paris journal because it's not the right colors, but I love these little bits. It's from an old scarf. And then we've got this one that's one of my favorite laces with the little gems. I only have very little of that left. A couple of gold ones, pink one, some, oops, getting all stuck, some gauze or whatever that is, cheesecloth. And we've got some lace and some coffee dyed lace as well. So what do we want to do? I'm going to start with the ones that I know I'm going to be doing for the Paris Rose journal. So I think I'm going to go for this green. Maybe I'll do 2 kinds of green in that. It's been a while since I've done these, so I'm hoping that I remember. I think I did 4 melts in each thing. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab, that's interesting. Actually, I think I'm going to grab this teal. So I'm going to grab 2 of the teal and 2 of the gold. I think these are gold. And I'm just going to drop those in one of these really quick. Get that going. And then, let's see, let's do something in the pink range. Let me get my other beads. Sorry, this is not all on camera for you guys. We'll do some of these kind of reddish ones, and we'll do the kind of a brownish color over here. I'll get my fingers to work. And we'll get 3 of these going on. And a multitask to the max here. Whoops. And I might speed this part up. Once we get these going, I might speed it up just to so that it doesn't take so long with you guys. I think I'll try these ones. Well, actually, let's try another green. I'm thinking I want to try this green. It's kind of different, but maybe this green and this darker green over here. Sorry, you guys can't see that. There we go. That's a good start. So let me just put those melts over here so they're out of our way somehow. There we go. We are already rocking and rolling here with this one. I need to get something to kind of stir that with. I typically use one of these, just one of those like stylus things. So I'm going to go ahead and get my, I'm not going to be able to use this at all because I am going to try to put it right on the paper clip. So we're just going to set that aside, and I'm just going to bring the parchment paper over instead and see what we can do here. Feel all backwards here. There we go. Because I'm not centered. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of parchment, and as I just demonstrated, I'm going to put it between here. Well, let me think about how this is going to go. So it would clip on like this. So I'm going to go like that. And I'm going to try to put the wax seal kind of in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a few of these ready real quick. I might need to get this going though because it's already melted and ready. So let me just, I'm going to swirl this a little bit. I hope you guys can see. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a swirl, not too much. I don't want to mix them terribly. And I'm just going to set that down. And I'm going to go for I'm going to go for a rose one on this first one. So fingers crossed, you guys. I don't know if this is going to work. I feel really nervous. I feel really nervous because this is very different. So I'm going to pour on here. Might be okay. It's going to be different. See, it's going to flow off of there because it's not straight, right? But we're going to give it a try anyway. Oh, and I didn't check to make sure I had this going the right direction. Doggone it. My rose could be upside down or sideways. Not sure, you guys, how this is going to go. I'll go ahead and try to release that. Oh, it is quite pretty though. It's very different. Look at that. I actually love that. Actually really love that. I wish that there was a way to keep it up here, but I love that. And the rose is, it's kind of to its side, so we're going to try that one again. So I'm going to do that same color combination. So let me grab, if I can remember which ones. I had two of the kind of turquoise and then the gold. I'm going to try that combination again. Now, a person could just as easily just make your seals and glue them on to your paper clip, but they're going to be more fatter, right? Because let's look at this one together. See how thin that is? Because it's spread out, and I think it's wonderful. I didn't put my lace on that either, so I want to grab lace this time. Let me grab. This is going to be too big, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors and just trim off the top of this. I didn't really fully prepare everything, so, and I'm going to get another paper clip, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm thinking about where this is going to clip on. It's going to clip on with that at the back, and so I want this to go under here like that, like that. And then I want my lace to go on the top like that. And we'll see. It's either going to work or it's not, right? There's no wrong in it. And this time I'm going to look at my rose to make sure I've got that going the right way. So let's go ahead and actually let's go ahead and do one of these other ones because these are already ready to go. So I'm just swirling that again just a little bit. There, and this one's not melting, and I think it's because the fire is too far away. It's a higher deal. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully not burn myself, and I'm going to grab this and I'm going to pour it really quickly, trying to control where it's going. The lace is probably going to help because it's a textile, So it's going to try to keep it in one place. So I'm going to get my rose going the right direction. So like so. Squish that down. And I'll be able to trim up this lace if I don't like what it's doing. We're way off to one side, but it is okay. Imperfection is a good thing, right? That's very different, but I really love it. Look at that, you guys. I think it is wonderful. It's irregular, it's imperfect, and I think it's epic, and it's thin. So again, the profile of that, look at how thick that is. It's barely thick at all. So perfect. Oh, I love this. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me grab a baby wipe here and wipe this stylus off so that I can continue on here. Should have wiped it right away, but I didn't. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and go back to this one, and I'm going to swirl it a little bit because I really, really like that color. And I'm going to go ahead and grab another paper clip, and I'm going to slide that in there. And I think the lace really helped us on that last one. So I'm going to grab a piece of this pink lace and put it under, and like so. And then let's go ahead and do the lady. This is like a little Victorian lady. So I'm going to go like that so I know that that's the direction that I need to be in. And we're going to go ahead and pour in a little bit of a different manner because we need to go oval, right? Here we go. Here goes nothing. This is fun. I don't know about the pink under this one, but it's all right. Because I'm thinking that the wax is going to go through that lace and it's still going to help it to adhere to the paper clip. So I'll try to pull that up. It's very different. It's very different. Whoops. But I like it. I like it. It doesn't look like a wax seal because it's all wonky, but it's different and it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay. Yay. So I'm going to go get a little bit more of that turquoise because I really am liking that color. I'm going to put 2 more in here. We still have some wax in there, so I think I'm going to leave that as it is. Let me grab another paper clip and let me get something else in this one. How about we just throw some pink in there because we've got a little bit more wax in there still. So I'm going to drop that in there, and then this one is still struggling. So I'm not super happy with that because it's melting, it's burning the bottom of the spoon, but it's not really doing what it needs to do for the wax. So that's a bummer. So I'm going to go ahead and just stir this a little bit. There we go. And let's go ahead and do, I'm wondering if we could try to put it on here. You know, what is the harm in trying? What is the harm in trying? There is no harm. So let's go ahead and get this lace. This is a, just a piece of a garment. So again, I'm going to go like that. And it's gonna be tricky, so I don't even know if this is gonna work, but you know, the worst that's gonna happen is it's not gonna work, right? Because I can't really push that down. That's my struggle, but I do still have this boundary, and I'm wondering if that boundary is gonna help me. So let's go ahead and give it a old college try. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. Well, let's decide on a stamp first, Cara-Renee. I don't want to do the oval right now. Got this other rose, and oh, we didn't do the Eiffel Tower yet. Whoops. We'll do the Eiffel Tower on this one. So we're going to go ahead and pour. Oh, it's really running off. That's not going to work. Not going to work. It's kind of the same as doing it flat on the parchment. Something's burning. Uh-oh. My wood is on fire. Hold on. That is crazy. My wood of this burner is on fire. Was on fire. The wood on the side of it. I can smell it. Darn. That's terrible. Okay, so here we go again. It's very different. But you know what? It's okay. We're trying something new, right? I touched that when it wasn't dry. We need to switch to a different color here because that's... Uh-oh. We're on fire here too. What the heck? What is going on in my world? That was so strange. Like it caught this wood part on fire. I am not happy with that. That is a fire hazard. And that's the only other ones I have. So we're going to have to use this one strictly because I'm going to just transfer this one over and get that one going. And we've tried 4 of those, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I wish that I could go ahead and make one of these. I guess I could try to put it in the spot like that and just put some lace underneath and just do a regular pour into this and use a circle around one. Okay, let's see. Let's do the Eiffel Tower again. So that's the direction we need her to be. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this a little bit. It's kind of a red and a gold together, which I think will be lovely. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and pour in here. It doesn't seem like that was enough wax in that one, so that's a bummer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down and push. I'm just going to push that lace right down. You know, you never know. It's an experiment, right? It's not a problem at all. I think we'll try a couple just regular ones in here and then we will glue them on the paper clip. You know, kind of as a layer, so. But this is just part of play, you guys. Even if it doesn't work, we won't know unless we try, right? So look at that. Look at that, and it is very flat. I am loving that. This could go on a paper clip. I don't think we need to put them on the paper clip first because that is completely, that lace is completely attached. That is wonderful. Okay. So, man, I'm bummed about that now because now we can only do one at a time because we've only got one fire that's working. How crazy is that? Now, you can just, you know, hold it over an open flame too. You know, we can do that. We might do that just to be able to continue to move along here. Be really careful if you do what I'm doing because you can burn yourself. I have burned myself before, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take this off of here for a moment, and I'm going to remove this. Oh, what happened there? I don't know why that caught on fire. So I'm going to try to do it directly over the flame. Oops. Okay, so let's get another color in here. So we've got, let's get some gray and some of a pinkish color. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this one on here since we're still got something going on there, and I'll put another one there. So we've got a mess here, so we may as well just continue with the mess that we see and use this up. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw 3 in there, and I'm just going to hold this over here. Again, you just want to be, you know, make sure that you're mindful and you're not taking your eyes off of what you're doing here, because this could be bad. Because, you know, if heat comes to your hand, what's your first response? You're probably going to throw this thing or you're going to drop it, and that's not necessarily safe. So I wish there was another way to do this because I don't like how the fire burns the bottom of these spoons. Yeah, I don't like that at all. But this is the same principle. It's just that we're holding it instead of setting it down, so not a big deal. I wonder if we can try to set it back in there. I wonder if that was sitting too close to the wood. Let's see if we can try that differently. I think maybe it was not centered. So let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. I'm going to clean off my little tool here again. And we're going to do some just regular ones right into the well here. So let's see what we got here. Need a little bit more. Oh, that's beautiful. That gray and pink. Those are the colors of my studio. Okay, so let's do that one. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got, can't do that one because it's an oval, so we'll have to do that one on parchment, and that's an oval. And then this was the rose. So let's try the rose one. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this directly in my well. Seems like I'm not using enough, but maybe I'm overthinking that. So I'm just going to put it down, and then I just kind of wiggle a little bit to try to get it even. This one is not even in the well, but that's all right. Because you can see I've got wax over here, but not on this side. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this one going again too. I feel like I want some, oops, we're stuck to the baby wipe. I'm going to go ahead and put some green in this one. So I'm going to go for this kind of really light green. And this other light pink. I know you guys are probably having trouble seeing what I'm doing. I'm going to put I'm going to put 5 in total here. There we go. See how that goes. This is going to be interesting. Look at that. Look at those colors. I'm going to give that another minute. I lift that. Oh, this was pretty though. Even though it's not straight. But look at that. And it's not too thick. It could actually absolutely be just glued on a paper clip with a little bit of lace underneath. So, what do we want to do now? Let's go ahead and do an oval without the mat. So I'm going to grab, I want to do that lady again. So this is her direction. So I'm just going to set that right there. And let's go ahead and use this, pardon me, so much going on here. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a little bit of a stir. It's going to be kind of muddy looking. There's a lot of colors in there right now. So I'm going to set that back down. And then I'm going to pour this kind of in an oval shape. Hopefully we'll have good success. It's kind of pretty. So I'm going to set that down. That's going to be really pretty. It's almost even on all edges. That's pretty epic. Not bad at all. I haven't done this in a long time. Fire and me are not friends, so I get really nervous around open flame. We need to do something here because that is getting, we're getting wax on the metal there. Okay. See if I can release this. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Look at that. And I could go in with a little bit of the pin that comes with it. Like there's a gold and a silver pin. I've never used them before, but I think that would be fun to try. So let's do the other oval, which was the single rose. And let's go ahead and get this one stirred. We'll be almost done, you guys. Repetition is not necessary, I don't think. We wanted to try something out together, and we did. And it's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this a little bit. It's going to be cool. Look at that color. Kind of a really like just a pale green in the pink. So again, I'm going to go ahead and pour this kind of in an oval shape. It's actually easier than pouring it in a circle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set it down. This oval is actually making a better seal than some of the round ones when I don't have the, when I'm not using the silicone mat. It's interesting, but I think these are really actually quite cool. I'm just like, they're so different, they're weird, but I think they're going to be okay. So let's pull that wax paper, and there we go. The wax paper is out, so there's nothing going to get in the way. And I can trim around this. If I want to trim that lace up, I can do that. Let's do the same here. I love this one. It's just kind of an imperfect rose. Look at that. I would trim this lace just a little bit because it's a little bit wide. But that is amazing. Okay, let's pull this one off. I'm not very patient. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that. Focus. Camera, focus. Doesn't want to focus, you guys. There we go. That's the rose. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Okay, so we've got more here. So let's go ahead and put a little bit more pink in here just to use the rest of this wax. I'm going to put 2 more in there, and then I'm going to do 1 more on this one, and then we're going to be done. So what else did we have here? We've got the Eiffel. Do we want to do another Eiffel Tower maybe? And then we've got this greenery I thought would be fun. We haven't used that yet. I'm going to go ahead and get the silicone mat out since we're going to do 2 circular ones. And let's go ahead and get this other spoon going here. I need to, oh, it's stuck to my baby wipe. Just going to try to wipe this out. Again, be very careful. It's kind of dried in there right now. So, optimally, you want to get it kind of when it's warm still. But it's okay. We will do, let's do some yellow and some green in this one. Just to be different. And I'm going to go ahead and do, I think 4 is okay when it's in the mold in here. So this one looks already ready to go. Kind of on a roll here. Whoops. Get that off. I usually don't like to cross my body over here, but I've got everything to my right, so I'm just going to stir that just a little bit, not much though. And then let's go ahead and do, I don't want that one for that, so, or that one. Which one were we going to use? Was it this or this? Oh, here's one. I think it was this one, the Eiffel Tower. Let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pour into here. And go ahead and make my mark. I'm just going to set it down there. I like to set it down and then wiggle, wiggle. And that helps me get more of an even-ish disbursement of that wax. It's not perfect, but this one's not really melting. I'm going to move it over. And that'll be our last one. So you guys, it's actually pretty cool. It's so fun to experiment with something we've never done before. I'm not a big fan of this one against the pink, but it is what it is, and we're gonna go with it. And then this one was really cool. I love how that just kind of went into that lace. Like the lace is a part of the wax, which is kind of different. I'm not sure if I love it because it's kind of sticking up. But we'll see what we can do with that. And then did we get all the wax paper off? Let's get the wax paper off of this one as well. And I'm just going to show you a close-up of all these, and then I'll let you go. I just love this one. It just has character. It actually screams Cara-Renee, imperfect Cara-Renee. Love it. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this one released. This is kind of dull, just because of the colors that we used, but that's okay. I can come in with some wax on that, and some rub-on wax, and spruce that up a little bit. But I love the impression of that. It's really beautiful. So we've got just this one more we're waiting on. So we wanted to do, it's kind of greens and yellows, so I thought it would be pretty to do this foliage one, but it would also be kind of cool to do a rose with that. What do you think? Did we do a rose in the oval yet? Yeah, we did. We did. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this. I like this rose, and I think it would be pretty in these colors, so we're going to do that. Actually, on this last one, I'm going to do it the way we started. I'm going to do it on a paper clip, just to go out with a bang. So again, putting it between here. I'm going to lay that down, and then I'm going to, this is the one we want, the rose, yes. So I'm going to make sure it's going in the right direction. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick stir. Look at those colors, so pretty. So when you stir, you're basically just trying to kind of make a more marbleized effect there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of hold this to see if I can control where that wax is going. I don't know that I can. I'm going to have to be very, very fast here. So we got that going the right way, and I'm just going to press down. I guess practice makes perfect. This one looks like it might be a little bit better. Might be a little bit more whole. They've all been kind of in pieces. So let me show you what we've got again. So this one, the more I look at it, the more I'm not really happy with it, because I don't know what to do with the lace that won't lay down. So I will play around with that and see. And this is another one I'm not hugely a fan of, because I don't like the pink lace. So I might pop this off and glue it back on the paper clip without that lace. This is a beautiful one. I love it. I will trim around that. And then we've got our little Eiffel Tower one with those strange colors. And then this is one of my favorites, was that little rose. Really, really beautiful. And this was, I think this is my favorite though, this one right here. So beautiful. And then we've got this rose. And we've got this one. This is another, whoops, this is another one of my favorites. This way. Yeah, look at her. It's kind of hard to tell she's a person, but it's a profile of that lady. And then here's our other Eiffel Tower one, which I think I'd like. I'm just going to trim around that. And then let's see what we got going on here. And then I will let you go. Oh, look at this. Ta-da! Look at that. I love it. I wonder if one used more wax, if you could get it to go up here. The problem is, because the paper clip's there, it's going to make it want to kind of roll off the sides. So I don't know that we could really have a different result. But anyway, thank you guys for coming along and playing with me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.